All right, testing. Let's go. Let's get this ish on the roll. Kaoz versus SG scrim match. All right, testing. Let's go. Let's get this ish on the roll. Kaoz versus SG scrim match.
Cryptic, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that.
I am really excited to be availed of this opportunity in which I can exercise my First Amendment rights.
Alright, let's go ahead and mute in-game chat real quick so we just don't have that. We are in the warm-up right here of the Kaoz Clan versus SG. This is a scrim match. It has no relevance in the tournament or standings or anything like that, but should be interesting. SG is a relatively newer team, recently derived. So we'll see what they have to offer here. Kaoz, we already know what they're capable of. We've seen them play before, so we'll get a good idea. We got a good idea. Alright, let's get this knife round on the roll, see which team goes where. And as per always, it looks like Kaoz is going to win the knife round because they have more knife skins and skin equals skill, so... Damn. El Chancho going in with the mad bind. Oof. 2v1 or 3v1 knife round can. Nope. Never mind. I was going to try to hype it up and be like, can they? But no. Get stabbed in the back. GG. Well played. Let's go! What's up, Armor? How's it going, man? Alright. So, as per every starting game of Counter-Strike, you've got most likely the advantage for the CT side because of their guns, but a little bit of an advantage for the Ts because they're most likely all going to go to the same place at the same time. So, it's a good balance. They're going to be rushing down mid here. We got a couple people on the CT side chilling over to A, giving up mid position, and they're going to see them pushing down catwalk, and a few of them are going to fight this. You would think, ooh, good taps there. You'd think that they would have actually just kept going down cat, and instead they're gonna get shot. They're gonna take a few shots there from connector. Let me smash. So interestingly enough, you would think that in that case that they would have just kept going down catwalk onto B. They had the advantage. They got the pick. They should have just kept going. Instead, some of them elected to chill and fight in that connector position, and I feel like that probably was their downfall for that round because they were able to get shot from two different directions, and they suffered too many casualties because of that. So we're going to see El Chancho take the scout mid here, checking to see if they're going to do that same rush. They are going B, actually, but it doesn't look like they're going to be rushing. Gonna take a few hits from the fire there. Some shots toward mid. There's going to be a pick there onto El Chancho with the pistol. Actually getting taken out. And there's going to be a revenge kill there by Perry. Ooh, Perry almost got two. I don't know if he realizes how low that guy was. He dinked him. But he's going to leave it alone. He's going to rotate over here on the B site. Looks like the bomb is going to be an underpass, and they're not entirely sure where to dedicate the push to. Looks like that they are going to be wrapping back around through T-spawn back over to the A site. And Kaoz should be pretty aware of this, actually, because once there's a lot of dead sound, you kind of expect the rotate, you know? And they did have a pretty good eye on underpass as well, so it should be pretty obvious that there's only one place the T's could really go with the bomb right here. But we'll see how they play this out. Hyperion walking up with the bomb, going to be the first one to peek out onto this A bomb site. Ooh, Supernova. Flame getting the kill with the ump rather. Took every last bullet there. A lot of SMG kills here. Of course. Alright. Sheep takes down Cryptic. Now, interestingly enough, Mirage is kind of one of those maps where on the second round, pistols have a pretty good advantage against SMGs because of all the long angles. You have the apartments angle, you have the middle angle, you have, I mean, I guess Palace is kind of a short angle, but a lot of the angles are really long. So pistols usually have a pretty good advantage over SMGs because of those distances. The SMG damage is going to drop off a lot quicker than a pistol will, but you know, obviously the amount of bullets an SMG gets out can make up for that. Looks like it's going to be a smoke execute onto this A site. They only got Sheep here on the site actually actively watching it. They do have a couple over toward Connector and Jungle who are kind of statically paying attention, but Sheep's the only one who's actively watching the site. It looks like you got Dasani up here, finally spotting one up there in the Palace area. Flash on the site. Gonna rush it. Whew. A spray down finally gets him. See if I can get the volume 0. Get the volume down a little bit so you guys can actually hear. So it's gonna be a 1v4. He sits in sandwich and he gets punished. So you got a 3-0 so far. Kaoz showing their dominance. Obviously, being a team that has been together for some time now versus Static being a relatively new team, still not entirely sure what they have to bring to the table as a team, but I guess that's what we're finding out now. Good old 2-1-2. Looks like it's going to be a bomb push through apartments. I'm actually kind of interested to see how they play it this time since they do just have pistols. They're going to smoke and just get blocked off by the molly. They're not going to force the molly. Pyrian's going to burn alive to that molly by Perry. And he's left on site by himself. No one else wanted to commit to that push. I'm not sure if there's confusion with the comms. Someone probably said just go. Another person probably said stop. There was probably just a lot of confusion about, you know, whether it was worth taking the damage. But they're going to commit to this push through Connector here without just barely catching the people watching them catwalk. And they got a couple close angles. They can get a couple guns here, but they're being flanked. They're being flanked quick. There's the bomb down. It's already going to be a 1v5 rather. And Flame's going to take out the last one onto that site there and not lose a single gun. I believe Perry had a full save there. I guess he was going with the op. From our match yesterday, we've seen that Perry actually is really good with the op. Hopefully, Static has an answer for that, because if they get out-opt on Mirage, that's going to be a problem for them. Looks like it's going to be a slow push toward A. Still have one over there watching Doll, watching toward mid. A little bit of reinforcement from Irene as well. Oh, we got some smoke action out on the A. Looks like they're going to commit to this. That flash was pretty botched. Let's see if they can make something of it. Molly comes in, and he has to back off with the bomb. I wonder if they've seen bomb, if they had vision of it. Cryptic going to push out. Ooh, take one down. Firebox. Not bad at all. See if they can play off of it. Ooh, Doll gets a nice op shot there onto Chancho. Unfortunately, Chancho was able to take one out prior to that. Ooh, Dasani going to rack up a few. See how Dasani is performing here in this game. Dasani actually not standing out incredibly. That was only 2 of his 4 kills this game. That was a nice head peek. The crosshair placement there was actually really well done. Perry going to make a lot of noise coming through that angle, but of course the last T, Cryptic, is going to be sitting here in Tetris. Definitely is known to the CTs where Cryptic is right now. The crosshair placement. Ooh. So in Cryptic there, I feel like the crosshair placement was definitely not the best, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you might get a little bit nervous in those situations. It is a 1v3 after all. Aiming at the floor and the walls, not really going to be able to get any kills there. Maybe take a lesson from Flamey here about crosshair placement, because obviously this one knows how to line it up. Looks like it's going to be a very slow push onto this B site now. This time, incredibly slow, starting to walk all the way from pretty much T-spawn. I'm not sure if they had intended to wait out the fire or if they just really wanted to play it safe and make sure that they couldn't be heard the push. You do have Doll with the op watching top mid. Ooh, and Perry's going to take one. Perfect peek at the perfect time. Oh, Doll with that flick. That was pretty nasty, I gotta say. Oh, Skin's running out and he's going to get taken out. These ops are doing work on both sides right now. It's really a battle against the ops right now. Like, ooh. As I say that, Cryptic immediately takes Perry down. Wow, with that good aim. I don't even know what to say there. Cryptic is surprising me. From the last round, the crosshair placement was kind of iffy, and now it's optimal. Sheep dancing around here on the site, going for this long peek. Probably gonna get this easy. Doll gonna take out Sheep. Cryptic played that one nicely. Got a pick. Did some damage to the final person. Waited for the teammate to come onto site to get the easy op pick. And that's good teamwork right there. Not going for the kill. Knowing that the person is lit. That you have an individual coming to assist you. That is where teamwork shines. Is when you see the selfishness go out the window. And you're able to play together. So it looks like we got a Mac 10 on Pyrian. The only one on the T side that does not have a gun. What is the money situation looking like over there? T side doesn't look like that they really had the option to go with anything else. Doll got to get a good close range shot. Must not have heard him coming. He seemed pretty sure, he says in chat. Must have been pretty surprised by that. Oh, gonna get taken out there. Scrim taken out by Sheep. Sheep showing that he knows how to op himself after getting offed last round. I'll spectate him a little bit. Gonna get taken down to 62 HP by Perry. Not sure what was going on there. Sometimes you just don't see who's on your team through the smoke. Gonna get flanked. And just trades after trade here. Hardly enough time to blink before the trades come in, which is very well done. However, it is a 1v3 in favor of Static this one. Trying to get their second round on the board. Gonna get taken out. Pyrian showing that he will not be ignored and he will not become the meme of the team, so to speak. Look like it's going to be a play maybe toward B, maybe toward mid. Of course, Doll with the op, gonna be watching this mid angle. Let's get a little view of what he's doing here. Looks like he's priming a flashbang. See how that goes. Alright. Maybe not the best flash, but it probably would have worked if someone was watching window. However, that smoke does go down. And there's gonna be no one on the other side of it. You actually have one flanking from behind. Sheep coming behind. It is a pistol round for them, so they can go for the risky plays there. Every gun that they get down from Static this round is worth, even if they don't win the round. Doll gonna come in with a nice op shot though, and Cryptic gonna follow up onto Flamey. Another gun would be good for them. That's what Kaoz is really hoping for here, to get another gun out of the hands of this Static team. Their money isn't exactly great. If they can force them to buy next round and use up all their money. Ooh, maybe. Got him. Alright, able to get in it. And suddenly it's a 2v2. Both sides have guns. Gonna see some shots out here from Sheep. Is gonna be able to connect, but does he have time? Looks like they're electing to save here in the 1v1. Pyrian gonna be able to hang on to that op. Sheep collecting 2 kills that round. And Pyrian gonna be able to run away here with the op. Hopefully not die to that bomb. Should be fine. So we do have the 1 AK on the CT side here with Sheep. Interesting to see how they play this. Looks like they're gonna buy up here. Certainly the option that I would choose after having saved that AK. You have the team, you have the money for the team to full buy. I would definitely recommend going with it. Oh. Ooh, this could be good. It's a one-way. He switches guns without pulling the trigger. And then gets a nice leg on the connector. Pyrian, interesting gameplay coming out of him. Not someone that I really expected to go off this game, but steadily making a comeback with these op kills. We do have Perry sitting here. Oh. Ando gonna get 2 with the 180 turnaround and said, no thank you, I don't want any. The biggest disadvantage right now for the T's is definitely the fact that the bomb is still in T-spawn. They have no control over the bomb, and if that wasn't bad enough, it is now going to be a 3v1 in the favor of Kaoz. Cryptic gonna edge around this corner. Here's the one upstairs. Able to take that one down swiftly. Gets a molly out from CT. Cryptic between a rock and a hard place. Able to make it happen. And unfortunately gets doubled up from CT. Did not expect another CT to be playing that angle. Can't necessarily say that I blame them on that. So we are going to get a pause out here. Looks like there was a small disconnect issue on the Kaoz side. So who's your guys' favorite for this game? Who do you think's going to win? Frost, your opinion doesn't count because you're biased. Also sub button. Yeah, I got a sub button a while back when I used to actually stream. I'm hoping to get back into that. The job that I had for a while made it impossible, but I'm kind of trying to get back into that. I wish I could actually see what I typed here. Depends. How old are you? Oh, we got some booty calls happening in the chat right now. Too old for minors. I do think that the static team is pretty young, which is, you know, there's no problem with that. Nothing bad at all about it. But I feel that younger players do have the tendency to pick up and learn things a lot quicker. I remember when I was young, I used to play games. I felt like I picked them up a lot quicker than I do now. So, Perry's toggling. So I actually look forward to seeing if they can actually get proper leadership behind them and spur them in the right direction. I would like to see where this team can go. So we're going to have Pyrian in the middle this time with the sniper. Doll is going to be pushing up pretty aggressively toward that connector. I actually want to check this out here and see how this works out for him. Going to be checking that try box. Oh, gets seen. I don't think they know he's here. Oh, they definitely do now. And look at that beautiful play by Doll. Actually punishes Sheep during the reload. El Chicano able to take him down in return, but Pyrian also able to make the trade happen. And look at this familiar situation of a 1v1. Pyrian's going to dink him and not going to be able to escape. Unfortunately, the scout just is not able to do enough damage unless you go for the headshot. It's a risk Pyrian was willing to take. Unfortunately, not able to get back behind cover after taking the shot. If I was Pyrian in that situation, I'd probably peek an angle where I'm barely revealing myself and then shoot and then immediately duck. Well, not duck, but like duck behind the wall. Strafe. Whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm not entirely sure that I agree with his ability to swing out that hard and commit, but it almost worked. So we do have the 7v3. They're going to be rushing out here and just going to get mowed down by that M4. I feel like that's only one of many. Although I might be proven wrong. Doll going to come out and actually take the gun down and be able to hold this close market angle. We got some trades coming out. Lots of oh. I mean, this wasn't exactly unexpected, but ooh. Got Cryptic coming down with the CZ. Too many enemies on site for her to handle. Gonna pop off a lot of shots. They're not really gonna be able to make any connect to the head. Unfortunately, the CZ being the type of gun it is, you either have to shoot an enemy in the face or you have to be pretty much hugging them in order to get an entire clip off. and kill them. Sheep talking about lag here. 31 ping. Unlikely story, bruh. Okay, well, no, I lied. Sheep's ping is actually kind of up there. Anyway, we're gonna keep watching this. It looks like it's gonna be a smoke take onto this A-bomb site. I think we have a CT smoke coming out here. Pretty well thrown. See how it lands. Very nice. It's gonna prevent any reinforcements from coming onto the site, but the question here is it going to be enough to get them on this bomb site? And is it gonna be enough for me to stop spectating the smoke? Why can I not stop spectating? There we go. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, it is now a 2v4 in the favor of Kaoz. They know one is firebox, and they are just chucking utility at them. One at a time. Gonna come out swinging. Shoot, takes out one. And it's gonna be all down to Cryptic. This seems to be a very familiar situation. Cryptic, I'm not sure the comms, what exactly they are saying on this SG side. But it seems like Cryptic always seems to be one kind of playing a lot more passively, sitting in the back. I'm not sure if that's due to them not necessarily thinking that they can deliver, or if it's because it's for sneaky beaky strategies. Cryptic gonna go for the immediate frag onto Flamey there. I feel like that it might have been better to just keep walking, maybe go for the knife, just try to get more intel than that, but it works either way. Gets the frag. Cryptic knows one is in here on this market side. Is Cryptic gonna see coming out? Ooh, Dasani 1 HP. Cryptic not able to finish him off. He was really low, and unfortunately even lower still, and just can't kill Dasani. Gonna pick up the 3K on this one. Dasani, it was lit. He's insane. I don't know what else to say. Dasani, once again, I feel like this is the second time I've mentioned, still toward like the bottom of the leaderboard, but just making some really nutty plays happen here. You can see here from the score, obviously, the Kaoz team is a lot more balanced and even as far as score is concerned. And, you know, I'm only going to touch on this a little bit because score doesn't necessarily reflect skill fully. But you do see that the Kaoz team, their score, as far as their KD goes, is really even, whereas on this SG team, it's very spaced apart. You have double-digit frags up top, and then you even have someone who does not have a single frag yet. So when you take that into consideration, it almost seems like there's a huge uneven imbalance as far as player ability goes on this SG team, whereas Kaoz seems to be able to play well off of each other and have even ability to spread their talent across the entirety of the team, which is great. They're talking about stream sniping here on the in the chat. I do have a delay on my stream. It's a 20-second delay, so it would be pretty difficult to be able to gain any intel off of that. However, I do understand the concern nonetheless. Alright, looks like we got full buys going for both sides. With the exception of, let's see, this player here, Gamedom? The exception of Gamedom, not gonna buy. Gonna sit on the Glock despite having the money. The only player on his team that didn't buy, even though he very well could have. Does have full armor and helm, but no primary rifle. Curious to know the reasoning behind that decision. Gonna know that Sheep is here.
Oh, look, minion! Somebody just subscribed!
Gonna push out into this connector area and immediately get taken out. I'm getting distracted by all the notifications, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, look, minion! Somebody just subscribed!
Parry with the op. Ooh, legs him. We can see what this man can do with the op. Takes out Pyrian. Ooh, gonna go for another one. Gets caught off guard by Cryptic in this palace situation. And next thing you know, 1v2 in the favor of SG. Normally in a 1v2, you want to immediately grant the advantage to the team with two players. However, you got 15 health on one, 30 on the other. Combined 45 health versus Perry. With the op. I wonder if Perry knows how lit these T's are and the fact that he could easily just dispatch both of them with a couple pistol shots. They know that he is here in this position. It looks like he's going to hear the rotate. He's going to get the shot off in time. Not going to be able... He hears the rotate through the cubby hole, but does not expect the enemy to be there when he picks the corner, interestingly enough. I don't know if he thought that they'd be slower on the push, or if he thought it might have just been a distraction. I'm not entirely sure. That's the most irritating part about casting matches, is you don't hear the comms. You don't know why people do what they do. But we're going to move on to the next round here. It's going to be 9-4 in favor of Kaoz. It looks like the T's are going to push here toward the B side, maybe mid as well. This time going to be a full buy on the T side. A very, very big save for the CTs. Kaoz might get this pick. Ooh, and a couple swift deagle shots, and it's over in a matter of seconds. Game doesn't know there's anything behind him, and Jungle is able to do the one. That's again able to do the 180 and take out a player. Ooh, and just get kneecapped. Immediate trade with the pistol. Interestingly enough, 4v3 in the favor of Kaoz, even though they had pistols this round. Oh, Sheep gonna be picking that corner. The only CT that has a rifle, thanks to the courtesy of the T's dropping it. Oh, I scratched that. There's another rifle in the hands of the CTs, and they're just gonna take him out. We now have a 2v4 in favor of Kaoz. Interestingly enough, buying pistols at the start of this round, but able to pull this one back using proper tactics and just really good teamwork and strategy. Ooh, look at that. Absolutely nutty. Perry with the patience and able to take out Dahl with the CZ. Pyrian answering with the frag of his own, however. Is going to be this 1v3. Bombs down in abs. At this point, if Pyrian does not commit, they may as well save the AK in this 1v3. Looks like he might be going for the risky biscuit. I don't understand exactly. There we go. He's turning around. All it would have taken is one lucky grenade down apps to kill him. I mean, he's only got 13 HP. Just a few pieces of shrapnel is all it takes at that point. Trading rounds relatively well these past few rounds. And by few, I mean literally few. You gotta wonder if SG is gonna have a really strong CT side, because so far their T side hasn't been that great. Skim, unfortunately, still yet to really make anything happen on the leaderboard. Has an MVP despite that, but not quite able to make any frags happen. You hate to see it. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. Looks like he's actually going to be pushing out. Oh, and he makes me eat my words immediately. Oh, and then gets traded out by Dasani. Who else but Dasani to trade him out there? Skim gets a frag, picks it up with the CZ, gets a gun, tries to get out, and unfortunately is not able to make it happen. Sheep. Ooh. Ooh. That one sent chills up my spine. Dahl, dude, the 180 again. This is the game of 180s. The mouse sensitivity is indeed high enough to move 180 degrees and shoot the opposing player in the face. We know that that is true from watching this game. Pyrian gonna be chilling in this palace angle here with the bomb. Could make a play happen if he could pull off a couple god shots. Obviously, we have Flame over in the mid angle, just kind of creeping around, checking things out. You do indeed have one kill. I apologize for having to point that out. Actually, Sheep gonna rotate off this A site. If Pyrian... Oh, here's the grenade. Unfortunately, that's gonna draw them immediately back to A site. Gonna walk. Gonna be able to get that bomb plant down. Is not... Oh! Does notice he is pushing from the CT angle at the last second, unfortunately. Still able to get the bomb plant down. I'm gonna do a little bit of monetary boosting for that T side. Oh, as the round ends, or the half ends rather. Not gonna matter because that is the end of the half. So, yeah, doesn't really matter about getting the plant there. You really gotta win that one at that point. So this is actually gonna be where it gets interesting. It really comes down to whether or not Static can play a better CT side than T side. Static definitely seems to play more specifically around certain people on their team, versus Kaoz seems to be more solidified in their ability to all play their own parts and be a valuable asset regardless of where they are. I feel like SG is more focused around centralizing their forces in specific areas. And it's going to be this rush out on B, trying to get some one taps here on Doll. Is able to pick up one, get two on the sheep. Not able to pick up that third one, unfortunately. Dasani able to clean that one up. I'm gonna come out with a CZ. They're able to team up and take that one down. Oh, they heard the one up tap. Ooh, gamed him. Able to get that nasty headshot. It's gonna be a 1v3, and well, look at that. Static able to make this CT round happen for them. A few really good shots from Doll. Hold on to that CT site. I actually feel like Doll in general has been a really strong asset to this team, and quite frankly, if I'm Chaos, I'm trying to avoid that site that Doll is playing on just for the advantage, but that all depends. Doll originally seemed like he was opping, at least on the T side, and then Pyrian's kind of taken the op role over the course of the game. So I feel like Doll, instead of playing mid, is going to be playing an actual site. Whether or not that's a great thing, we'll see. It's going to be this fast, quick push on the A. Ooh. Skim able to get one down low and take one out. Pyrian. Ooh. Pyrian doesn't really know how to handle the situation, but eventually gets 2 frags with that CZ. I feel like Pyrian has only gotten CZ frags this entire game. I may be wrong. Or not Pyrian, I'm sorry. I meant to say, Skim, rather. I feel like all of Skim's frags have been, CZ frags.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
I got the names mixed up. But yes, as I was saying earlier, Doll, something about him definitely standing out. He is going to go with the op now. Interesting how many times I've said one thing and then I'm immediately contradicted by the, team. Pyrian's still going to be watching this mid angle, however. It's all going to be on the B site. Looks like it is going to be an A tag. They did smoke over mid. Going to be a couple spam shots through here, unfortunately. Not really going to be able to get anything with those. There's no one there. There was the rotate. Skim's going to take one down. Playing this A site relatively well. Skim able to get the second one through the box. Headshot. Because why not? Pyrian watching this angle, probably gonna, ooh, he just moved away a little bit too quick. Parry, gonna answer, and 3v2. Both teams have really good chances of making this happen for them. Sheep, gonna take a lot of shots there. Gets taken down sandwich, and just like that, it's a 2v1. Don't count out Dasani, though. Dasani showing what he's made of this game as well. We got Doll versus Dasani, 2 really good players on either team. See how this one plays out. Dasani definitely going to be playing for that bomb. Does not know Doll is going to be pushing that angle. Man, you hate to see it. You think that Dasani maybe plants a safer angle to make himself safe from both connector and the jungle spot. There's no way that Doll could have wrapped all the way to CT spawn in that amount of time. He had the time to plant. So, you think he plants safer. However, it is what it is, and we are moving on to this next round here. CTs, or sorry, not CTs specifically, Static rather, trying to make a little bit of a comeback here. They are definitely expecting this A rush, as has happened the last 2 rounds in a row. However, at this point, it's probably been called that they are indeed coming out of apps with pistols. Can they pick up a couple kills? Flame and Sheep able to answer with a couple of pistol kills. And it's already looking pretty bad for Static on this one. Pyrian with the slowest flick I've seen in my life, still able to make it happen. Gamedom also takes one down, and once again, we immediately go 1v2. Incredible how quickly the match can change in just a matter of seconds. You go from a huge advantage of a 4v3 to a 1v2, and next thing you know, Perry's coming for the flank, gonna get the kill onto the diffuser. That's huge. Perry versus Gamedom. Advantage Perry at this point. I mean, Gamedom's gonna have to run. He's gonna have to flee with the gun. Maybe get this frag. Not really gonna be able to go to the bomb site in time, I don't think. Didn't want to flee toward market. He knew that Gamedom was waiting for him over there. But was able to make the round happen in the 2v1 situation. That one really belonged to them to begin with those two really nice pistol picks out of apps. You'd think that they win that. And then, next thing out of nowhere, the ops come on the site and say, yeah, JK, how about you don't win that round? And before you know it, it's advantage CTs. And then Perry said, yeah, no, double JK, we're actually going to go ahead and win. So, even though the T's won that round, looks like that they're not exactly gonna have enough money for everyone to have a gun. Although, I don't know how much money the one had before they DC'd. There may very well be enough money between all the players. Obviously, Bot Vladimir here with the op. Probably about to show up everyone in the server. CT's gonna have a relatively half and half buy. Looks like they all have some type of armor. Some of them elected to go with helmets, some of them not. Okay, there we go with the reconnect. And Sheep does indeed have a good amount of money. Depending on how they decide to divvy it up, they might be able to get a rifle in all of their hands. I do believe the bot had an op, if I'm not mistaken, on that CT side, or T side rather. Is the op gone? It shouldn't be. I'm a little bit confused by that. I feel like Vladimir had an op, and yet I don't see an op in the hands of the T's right now. Are those guns lost? When a player reconnect, I thought that they dropped. I'm slightly confused by that. Anyway, it looks like there's going to be a play onto A site here. 3 ramp, 2 palace. It's all going to be watching the smoke, but it's all for naught. The T's are going to be pushing out here onto this A site. A nice stair smoke, actually, from Palace, and able to get a couple of frags. Gamedom going to stop the aggressive play, but immediately get taken out by El Chancho here. Ooh. Right before the smoke blooms, continues to spray, tries to pick up another kill, not able to do so. Zani trying to answer. Cryptic able to get the MP7 kill. If nothing else, that's worth the muns. Jump up on the ticket booth, gonna get taken out, and it's a 1v2 again. Favor Static. Can they make it happen? They know the last one Firebox able to gun him down. Doll again. Well, he must have 20 frags by now. 22 frags on Doll. Cryptic not far behind with 16. And then, of course, on the Chaos side, however, you see how consistent the numbers are. I mean, it's almost like a child learning how to count. 18, 19, 15, 15, 14. It's so close and just beautiful. It makes my OCD happy. So Chaos looks like they're going to be going with a save here on this round. Static able to bring a few rounds back here on that CT side. A very big fail smoke from Doll. Let's actually spectate here. It looks like the T's are going to be pushing out onto the site. At least one of them able to get taken out immediately by Supernova here. Flamey. Looks like they're going to be pushing onto the site. Going to have an immediate rotation. Is it quick enough? Not able to answer with the CZ that time, unfortunately. Sheep's going to get taken out. 2v1, or 1v1 rather. Behind bench. More HP. Ooh. Not even going to be able to land a single shot. Interestingly enough, Perry had no helmet that round. He had armor, but no helmet. He was playing a headshot angle. If he gets headshot with the M4 at that point, I don't think he wins that round. Dasani gonna get wrecked by the Windows update prompts. Ooh, hard stuff. Pyrian gonna take the mid angle here. Has been proven to play the long angles with the scout and op this game. However, obviously this time not able to afford such, as it will be a mostly save round for the CT side, with the exception of a few M4s. Pyrian gonna go for this full push. Sheep not gonna be ready for it. Ooh, Sheep almost had the opportunity to make it happen. Unfortunately, not quite able to get there. Ooh, man, just got Cryptic gets timing by El Chancho. It looks like that this one is definitely moving in the way of Kaoz. It's going to be really hard for SG to take this one back, especially after that pick. At this point, Dahl definitely has to be thinking about saving that M4 right now. At this point. Oh. Oof. Good flick onto the head. AK advantage all day. This is El Chancho, also been playing pretty well. Once again, it's hard to really distinguish one specific player on this Kaoz team because they're all playing so well. I mean, there's really no one being left behind. In fact, the person on the Kaoz team who I've praised more than anyone is actually the person who's bottom fragging. Just goes to show how valuable one kill can be from another one, given the circumstances. Looks like SG gonna be saving on this round 14 here, pretty much guaranteeing the best that they're gonna get at this point is a tie. Spray down. CTs are gonna have a hard time holding on to this one for sure. Come out window, frag on the Cryptic, and in the blink of an eye, it's pretty much all over. Oh, Skim was looking for a pick there. Probably not gonna be able to make this one happen now. Game dom, getting down to really low HP. Dasani gonna be creeping over here. Perry trying to make something happen, getting pistoled, but just refuses to die. 10 HP, and it looks like it's gonna be a manhunt onto this final static player. Ooh, able to do lots of damage overall, but not able to take out any enemies. Unfortunately, in that circumstance, you definitely want to get some guns out of their hands to force them to buy. They had a lot of money. They probably would have been able to full buy either way. But still, it's the only hope you really have to hang on to on that round when you know that if you lose it, the best you can do is tie at this point. Definitely demotivating when you know that you can't really win unless you win the next 7 matches in a row. Rounds, rather, not necessarily matches. Pyrian gonna hear them pushing on this A site. Wonder if he calls it, and wonder even still if the team listens. Lots of utility coming out on this A site. Aimed and playing a very close angle. Immediately get traded out, unfortunately. Dahl gonna be playing this angle, and also once again he gets traded out. T's cleaning the CTs up at this point. Ooh, the spray down takes him out, and that is going to be the game. Whew, that was exciting. That was a thrill seeker right there. So there you have it. Final score, I believe 16-8, if I'm not mistaken, in the favor of Kaoz. At the end of the day, they are the team that has been together more often, and I've seen a lot of really, really solid plays from both teams, but of course, you did notice multiple times throughout the game that the Kaoz team just stayed a lot more consistent. They were a lot more together as far as their scores were concerned. They were more grouped. SG, a lot of, you know, kinks in the chain there. Not necessarily weak links, but just maybe players that haven't quite found their spark yet, haven't found their role, haven't found their position. You know, just many different things that can go wrong with a new team like that. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this casting here. It was a pleasure speaking to all of you. And until next time, everyone, have a good one.